Hi, I'm Jen and I do things and I just woke up. Let me go get my coffee. Hold on. Gosh, it has been a time. I haven't seen you in like a week. How have you been? What's going on? What's new? I wanted to let you know what's going on in my life. I just realized how different I look in this video compared to the way I normally look. It's been a lot. It's been a lot, girl or guy. It's been a lot. Okay, so the big thing I'm doing right now to get ready for my family's move to BC, we're moving to the island. How am I doing on my lingo? The big thing we're doing is, like I mentioned in the past couple of videos, is we're decluttering. But what happened is that we have a big storage space back in this part of our house. And every time we've moved, I take memories with me. You know, my mother has given me things from my childhood, boxes of things. I save things from when my kids were little, different things that I've done. And they just go in a box and they go in the storage. My husband cleaned out the storage. It looks amazing. It's empty. And he found over 20 boxes of stuff that's just mine. And I was like, well, you know, I'm looking at them. Here, you want to go see them? I'll bring you with me. Here, let's go. I'll bring the tripod and everything so you can go see. I'm bringing my coffee too because it's a coffee kind of day. So I should have used my World Needs More Canada mug. Okay, so this is where we're going. Okay, I've already done some. This was more, but I've been working on it for a few days. This is all my stuff. This is my memories. This is my life in boxes. So I want to show you some of the things that I'm saving and bringing to Canada because I thought that might be fun. So like, for example, this is my middle school yearbook. Grades 6 through 8 are in here. I have that. I've got my high school yearbooks. This is the tiara I wore when I got married. Let's see what else we have. Okay, when I was a teacher, there was a guy that came in and was teaching kids about how like little rockets work, right? So, and we learned about space and all of that. And then once a year for fourth graders, they would have a rocket launch. And I taught fourth grade at the time.
Are you ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Parachute's open, but it's low, so it's coming down fast.
And every kid went home and built a rocket. And this was my rocket. So my niece's name is Jenna. So I named it the Jenna 2000. And at the time I was super into nail polish. So I got nail polish and I had my kids at the time. And yeah, so I'm bringing that to Canada. That's coming. I have one of Phoenix's baby hats is in here. For my job for YouTube, for my makeup channel that I have, it's Makeup Industry News. I've gone to a lot of makeup events. Before COVID, there were a lot more. There really aren't hardly any now. But we went to NYX Cosmetics. I don't know if you have NYX Cosmetics in Canada. I know there are a lot of U.S. The beauty brands that are hard to get in Canada. I'm not sure if NYX is one of them, but we went to a party. We actually crashed the party in New York City. We weren't really supposed to be there, but we knew people that were there. So we kind of snuck in with them, and there was a caricature artist there. So this was my caricature from the party. So that's the kind of stuff that I'm bringing. My mug, okay, so my mug is Clerks 2. I used to be a huge Kevin Smith fan. Kevin is actually a huge Canada fan. He was in episodes of Degrassi, the reboot, and he dated Alanis Morissette for a while. But anyway, I used to be part of his community back in the early 2000s. So I have a bunch of signed Kevin Smith stuff. So like I've got this, and I've got DVDs and a CD that are signed by Kevin because we used to do like events and stuff, and he would be there. I was there. He had threw himself a 37th birthday party. If I ever find the picture, I'll show you. So I'm bringing like my Kevin Smith stuff is definitely coming with me to Canada. I also have things from my family. So I have things like, okay, so this is from my mother's side. This is my grandmother's wig, my mother's wig. So that's kind of cool. I also have, you might think that that's weird, but I have it. So this is my mother's father's drum set. My mother's grandfather lived with us for a while. So this is his drum pad. He used to sit, he was blind, and he was blind later in life, but he used to sit on his like little love seat or whatever, and he used to play the drum pad. So I have his drum pad and his drumsticks. And then this is my Mamare's. This is her Rummy Cube set. So I have Mamare's Rummy Cube set, and you see it's got her married name there, which was Creech, and her old phone number is on there. And then I have this from my Prepare. So my Prepare was not my biological Prepare. My biological Prepare died before I was born, and my grandmother remarried to a man named Tom Creech. So my grandfather, my Prepare, when he, after he retired, he got emphysema. He ended up dying of emphysema. But before that, for years, he was really into like crafting. So I have a lot of like his woodworking stuff that he did, but he also did a lot of paint by numbers. It was like a hobby for him. So like I've got this that my Prepare painted, that's coming with me to Canada. My parents are big beagle people, so it's kind of fun to have the beagles coming with me. My mom is actually like a cooking contest queen. My mom loves to do cooking contests. So this is just kind of the beginning of things. So this was when my mom was in the newspaper. So I've got the newspaper clipping of my mom of when she won a contest. And then I've got some bake-off books. My mom was in the Pillsbury Bake-Off. She almost won. She got like whoopies are like second place. She was a finalist. So there was the lady that won $1 million that ended up going on Oprah. It was amazing. My mom was like the next group of people. I think my mom should win, just saying, but I'm biased. So I have a couple bake-off books that my mom gave me, and I'm pretty sure her recipes are in here, but I'm keeping them anyway. So those are some of the things that I've saved from later in life, and then younger. So this is from when I was little. So I forget what you all have. It's not the Girl Scouts and the brownies. It's something else. But this was my brownie, like little sack. And it's, you know, I don't know. It was from brownies. And then I have my brownie folder that I colored. Some of y'all are going to be like, Jen, why are you saving this stuff? And it's like, okay, so I'll show you my organization system in a second. So this box is my, I should have gone in order. I didn't go in order. This is stuff from high school. So like I've got my high school gym shorts. I save weird things. It smells weird. Oh my gosh, got way too close to my face. When I was like 13, I was really into music. I loved music. So this was my hat. I've got my Skid Row patch on, my Motley Crue patch on it, and I used to wear that all the time. I have a scrapbook that I made. That this has all my plays. I was in all the high school plays. So those are pictures from my high school plays. And I don't know if you all have, y'all can get, people that are new here get on me about saying y'all and you all, but we've been through this, that y'all said it was okay if I said y'all, because I'm not trying to erase where I was born. And it's okay that if it's a dead giveaway of where I'm from. I can't help it. It'll go away eventually. It's just, I'm not going to fight it. I'm not going to fight who I am. I'm a y'all, you all kind of person. But the new people always come and they get upset with me for saying it. It'll go away eventually, I promise. Okay, so this, I don't know if you have old-time photos, but that's me sitting down lower. This is in high school. I don't know what. So that's me, and then that's my friend Jane and my friend Emily when we went to the beach and did an old-time photo. So this was probably from... It doesn't say what year it was from, but that's probably from either probably 1995, 1996, something like that. But because it's been in a box in perfect condition. I have my library card from high school. So much stuff. So that's the stuff I'm keeping. Now you want to see the stuff I'm throwing away? This is just from yesterday. This bag is what I threw away from yesterday. That's yesterday. So I'm throwing away a lot. I still have so much left, but we're gonna go through it piece by piece and dig through it. And it's a lot. It's stressful. It's a lot, but we're gonna make it. Like, for example, I don't know if I should say this. Okay, you know what this is? These are the notes that I wrote back and forth to my best friend in, I guess it would be grade 7. I don't know if you did this. But we folded our notes like this. So it's literally just papers. I might have to throw them away because I don't know even if you can read them, because a lot of them are in pencil. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to look and see, look through that. But yeah, I've gotten a real lot of stuff. And then, I wanted to show you, I'm gonna put up a picture of the, of all the donations we've done throughout the house. They've all been picked up. They're all going, or they're all gone. They've been picked up. So that's kind of cool that stuff is like gone now and it's clearing things out because we don't have that much time. We are listing our house at the beginning of April, beginning to mid of April. We're still trying to figure that out of exactly when. And then by then we have to have the house looking spec because we have to have professional pictures taken of our house to try to sell it. I've noticed in Canada when I'm looking at listings that some of them are professional pictures and some of them look to be like homeowner pictures, which whatever. I mean, everybody does whatever they want to do. But for my neighborhood, we have to get professional pictures because we have to compete with other houses that are like everybody that's at this price point does professional pictures and we can't do that. We're just not that good at it. So we have to have the house like spec for the listing to have people come and take pictures. Our realtor comes to take pictures of the house. I promised my husband that I would have this done by the end of January and it's now mid-January. And I'm hoping I can meet my deadline of January 31st to have all of this done. So, I promise you, I told you I was going to tell you my organization system. So I'm doing it by eras. It's the Taylor Swift system. It's the eras of Jen. So we've got 1996 to 2008 because that's when I had Phoenix, was 2008. So that was when I graduated high school. That's when I had Phoenix. This is 2008 to 2025. This might have to get split up into two boxes. So this is my kid era and my teaching era, like up until now. This is like special family stuff. So like the stuff from my grandparents and all of that, my mom and all that. Oh, and this is my Mamare's candle. She's coming with us. My Mamare loved Holly Hobby, so she's coming with us. This is like my young childhood. I don't think I have anything before 1980. So 1980 to 1990. And this is like 1990 to 1996 would be like grade 7 to when I graduated high school. So that's how I've got it organized, is the eras of Jen. Oh, and I have to tell you the one other thing that I've coined a term, and it's called the pasta box. Okay, stay with me. I'm not talking about KD. The pasta box, okay? So the pasta box is when you have a box full of crap, and there's so much little crap in there. You know when you get a bowl of pasta at a restaurant, you get this bowl of pasta, and you're really hungry, and you sit down and you eat your bowl of pasta and you're eating and you're eating and you're eating and you're like, oh, this is so good. And you eat and you're like, oh, I'm so full. And then you look down and you still have what looks to be an entire bowl of pasta. That is what is happening with these bins. Like this here, like this bin is going to be a pasta box. Like 100%. This belonged to my kids. This was from a play that I was in. This was my waistband thing. This is probably like memories from like a boyfriend and stuff. I don't know. This is something that I don't even know what the world, I don't know what's in there. But like, look at all this little stuff. I don't know what this stuff is. This is going to be a pasta box. Why do I keep this stuff? I do not know. I found yesterday an entire box of Phoenix's papers from grade 1 and grade 2. It's like I just took their folders of everything that they had done in grade 1 and grade 2 and put it in a box. Why did I do that? I don't know. I don't know why I did that. I found some cute stuff though. But anyway, so that's my life right now. That's what's going on. I feel a mess, but it's going to be fine. Just one box at a time, one pasta box at a time. All right, so I'm gonna go and get started on these pasta boxes because I actually do have to work too. Like I'm working on a really big video that's gonna it takes a lot of work. I do these things called Behind the Controversy where I dig deep into like a story in the beauty space. And I haven't done nearly as much work as I should because I've been in the pasta boxes. But it'll all get done. It'll be fine. But anyway, I hope that you continue to be happy, healthy, and well. And I hope you excuse my face. Feels kind of weird coming on here with like no makeup on. I did my brows though. I can't lie to you. I did do my brows because my brows are weird without anything on. But all right, I'm getting into a pasta box now. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in updates soon.